What's up, everybody? It's your boy Blancheur here again with another weekly Genshin stream. The the only consistent game I actually play, funny enough. And where we last left off, like I said, I knew this Archon quest was gonna be a long one, so I had to break it into two parts. So we got to Fontaine, yes, and we met some people, saw some things about the land, met the Archon, which I don't believe is the actual Archon, and we went to a magic show, right? Then somebody died. Like, things went wrong. So now we're gonna have to, investigate, because I don't believe that our guy who was performing actually did it. What was his name? Like Leica or something? No, not Leica. Lynn? Because I know him and his sister had like similar names. I'll have to get it later. But yeah. Before we get started though, there's three links in the description. You should always check out, like my brother's channel. Go check him out, show him some love. And then there's the link for donations if you want to support the channel in that way. It's there now. People asked for it before, so now I have it. And the Discord we're running. It's a little community we're building up so that you can join. You can talk to us. Yeah, makes you more part of the streams, part of the channel, part of the fun. You can suggest games, just involves yourself more in everything we do here. So with that being said, make sure you all leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many other awesome adventures. Now let's get right into this, huh? Why does it... Hold on. YouTube says I'm playing Final Fantasy. What the hell? That is definitely not what's going on. I mean, maybe eventually, but like, we gotta work our way to that. Some upset fans from another franchise would have shown up here. Okay. There's a magic... This is where the magic box was struck. Oh, hold up. If Cole weren't inside the box at the moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. What was the rope cut or something?
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
We on our Batman shit right now. Lenny! I did say it right. No, I think I called him Lynn. So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Why so serious? Onigiri, by the way. Having rice balls. But they want me to talk. I'm just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
The rice is hard on this one. This one's beef. I have salmon, but it's not hard rice.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after the truth.
god, I'm chewing forever. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank itself, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Any more clues I can collect? Oh, I already got this. I'm not done over here? Let's talk to you. You can't be spoken to. Okay. I don't know why I thought this would do something.
Go ahead, have a look around.
What over here do I have to look at?
Hello there. What are you investigating?
The crime scene?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is? We're Lindy and Lynette's attorneys.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems...
So this really turned into Ace Attorney. We gotta...
She has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Oh, shit. I forgot to tell Chauvet I started. Let me text him real quick. My bad, bro. Let's see what he has to say. Hold up. Oh. Well then.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
That's still not it.
Yeah, no joke. Literally, as soon as you said that, I was like, wait, what?
You're like, like it just clicked in my head. Like, wait a minute, I forgot to tell him. Mayo nigga.
My own.
You know, it's funny I'm saying that because like I'm actually eating that right now.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, hey, everyone.
I don't know if they can hear you yet.
Yeah.
Like it moved, but I don't trust it.
As long as you see the colors are not black and white.
I know, like it's green, but like I said, I don't have it set to like this specific call.
Oh,
So
yeah.
even though it moves, I'm gonna change it. Say something now.
Something now.
All right, there we go.
Hell yeah. So,
We're
yeah,
investigating.
I was just making some peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they said, "Oh, I forgot to tell Chavez I'm live." I was like, "Oh, okay." What? My whole niggity forgot that I was here.
Okay, I've already looked at that. I don't know what else they want me to look at over here.
Damn, that crime scene, bro.
Maybe I have to talk to these guys. I do. Okay.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
This stuff is so good.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Watch how everything is all because of a misunderstanding.
There's no way he actually did this.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with these rice balls, man.
You want to set some rice balls?
Yes.
Oh.
What was that? Okay. It tells me what to look at. Like, I understand why they eat these in every anime now. I get it. Stuff is great.
No, I love the
I
jelly
see that you're
filled,
investigating
like,
the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested
jelly-filled
too.
ball.
If you find any new and interesting leads,
Good donuts.
be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Oh,
The thud?
do tell.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
You don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Then the water tank started to swing a bit in that case.
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Yeah, he just ready for an accusation. Like,
That
oh,
does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved it instantly from the stage to inside of it. Wait, moved instantly from. Wait. But Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? That's everything over here.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Look at these niggas ore farming.
Oh, they the man in black. Watch out. No, you didn't.
Bro, they ore farming hard as hell.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh
you're
my
also
god.
among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No. And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the
Well,
mark
I'm from
about that
Manhattan,
one,
motherfucker.
but who are you?
Is everybody in Fontaine just
Have
extra
you never
as hell?
heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Cool.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So, you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition. Naturally. My
You secretly do.
unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
I don't like her, though. Well, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Yeah. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Okay.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
The best
Oh,
action.
well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Jesus, what's going on?
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Palma.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
She's an instrument?
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think?
She just
you
didn't
seem like
look
you've
at
got
him.
something on your
Right.
mind.
No, strong silent type.
I have nothing to add.
Yep, okay.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks.
He dressed like a
Thanks.
pilgrim with the smooth criminal hat. He done it, bro. It's over.
I don't know. I think I trust these people.
These people,
These people. The French.
the false revol.
What are you?
What the hell?
I'm gonna talk
What
to you.
is?
Because like, I
who
keep
is
seeing
that?
these things.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
Who are you?
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
He did it.
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
Okay, but like, what
We
are you?
Melazines are good at
Okay,
that
there
sort
we
of
go.
thing, you know.
Melazines. Okay.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
But they just introduced a whole race of people, but like
Alright,
didn't.
thank you for your help. This will be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Paimon, a person died.
Honestly,
Did we
like
forget
a man lost his life.
Right. And
Shit ain't
things are getting
funny.
interesting.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Is that
You
flirting?
may spare the pleasantries.
can't? Wait a
I'm
minute.
just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole
But this dude's too
situation.
clean.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well,
like we're
let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes,
can't
a
everybody
world
be
of
mad?
secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
Oh.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Your man's not real.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
You know, I was about to
So,
say that too.
if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Does that mean there's another box inside of this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
It's an elevator?
Oh, so there was a passageway
Oh.
under the magic box.
And the passage linked the two boxes together. See, I didn't think it was going to be like a rail system. I thought it just walked.
Like real
I
life.
knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Box.
So that's how you did it.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right. You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine
She was out
space
there
in the
killing.
back of the box.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I could tell a lot of thought was put into this. Never would have thought it was her. Like,
Yeah, like
honestly, like the whole, like, you know, them being twin effect, I kind of figured out, like, I have to go back and see it again.
yeah, like because when he came out that the box on the stage, I thought it was just him. I didn't
like,
know it was her.
ain't no way that was the same character model.
That's what
I
I'm
refuse to
saying.
believe it.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
I mean, I don't know that.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
This is a world of magic.
Yeah, it's not like I can disappear. You totally could. Everybody over here using fireballs and elements and shit.
A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above.
Y'all get y'all some peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to operate automatically.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lenny did not mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
She a playable character.
That I don't know. Hold on. I have to see her again. Okay, so yeah, something obviously happened here.
There must be some tussle and fighting going on.
Let's see if there's any other way out. Oh, she probably left through a vent.
She must. Yeah, what the hell?
That's what I'm gonna say before this even before I even continue. She had to leave through the vent.
There's no way. There's no way she can't.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
She has a vision. She's playable. Maybe it was for a trick.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, hi, my nose. It's one of those where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
And they didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change. Maybe she changed it. Wait, maybe she changed her clothes when she left the building? That's. Has to be it. I'm trying to piece this together myself.
Do you really need to do that?
Just saying,
if you're
I'm thinking
kidnapping
like,
them?
put on his clothes and walk
This
out.
is so confusing.
That won't make sense.
Emma doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
She definitely wasn't kidnapped. I feel like she.
She has to do something for this.
High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. Whoop. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Haphazardly. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. And now what I think was highly involved, this vent.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Mm-hmm.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Absolutely.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And linear and let inside the two magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
So the guess.
Like,
what?
her glasses are like all swirly and shit. Now it's not.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
I feel like there's more to investigate.
So here's what I'm thinking happened, right? So, they said that the audience member that would be involved wouldn't really know what was going on. They'd just be like going through the dark, correct? So maybe while in the dark, she stumbled looking for a vent, knocked over a vase, dropped her clothes, vented away.
I mean, obviously, it had to be. There's no way. Because she's not here. And plus, the box was empty. And she's one of the suspects.
And like Lenny and Let, they were upstairs. So like,
because we also gotta think like she came out the box, not the guest, but you know Lenny. She came out the box. So she was part of the act.
oh wait, but what about the guy that was in the box? So maybe he was already down here. So maybe this got knocked over some sort of struggle. And I think she might have changed her clothes because that'd be a way to recognize her as she leaves. And hold on.
This is getting...
Where's the... How do I open the notebook? Wait, that's... Nope. Oh, okay. not what I was trying to do, but I'll take it.
You know, good.
My God.
You don't look like Blancheur.
Bro.
What the hell? Boy, if you don't start making wishes now. My boy just hit the lottery ticket.
There was one time I was playing this with Cal, and apparently there was like a lot of stuff I just didn't claim that I should have.
Oh yeah, I forgot the day cycle thing. Get that robot chick.
Robot.
Whatever.
Where?
She's in the pool.
Everything.
Huh?
No, like how? Wait, notebook. How do I get that notebook? Thanks for all that.
You're welcome, bro.
I'm gonna have to look for my notes like when they start talking again. Come on, come on.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene.
There we go. Okay. Because he nodded, I forgot what I was saying. Alright, yeah. So, let's see.
Missing lady.
Setting up and inspecting the props. They said no one left, so okay, she didn't go through the door, but what's up with the clothes?
Yeah, clothes don't make sense to me either.
It was something that one guy said. Wait. Oh my god, I'm on the brink of something. It's just I can't remember what that guy
Let's find
said.
a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
My bad, I was changing my camera around. It was kinda in the way. Yeah, it would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Yeah, but they wouldn't kill.
I'm over here trying to focus on where I can put my camera. I'm not. Bottom left is weird. I don't like that.
I have to do that whenever something important is on the top left.
Yeah, I think I'm good leaving it on the top left. I don't think anything I need to see is up there. The Ortress will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh?
Shit.
Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with
I'm
outside
making
parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I don't have cheese.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course.
How could you
I
not
just
like
hope
Paimon?
you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the
making it
cards,
even
nor is
easier.
any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here?
How?
How?
What the hell?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
What are they about to do?
They're finna make some steak.
And how do you just make snacks? Like you're not in a place. What?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove
No,
with
you
you?
telling
Where
me
the
you
fuck-
never knew you can...
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
Nah. What do you mean? Where was
I have
this
eggs,
at?
sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Up his... What? I still think he's suspicious.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment.
Eggs,
You'll get
sugar,
to
and
taste my
almonds?
awesome snack soon enough.
What do you make
These
with?
three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina de Rosula thing. What? Hold on. What the fuck?
What the hell are they referencing here?
No. Wait. Where's my remote? What the fuck? It says my TV will go to sleep soon. No.
Oh,
I just had my remote. What do you mean? Where? Nigga. What?
bro, they setting you up. They setting you up.
It's about to turn off. Where the fuck did my remote go?
If it turns off, bro, the stream ends, bro.
Now I get the jokes, bro. Like the Roku remote is always lost. What?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. It's on my table. Bro, like I'm actively using the TV. What do you mean? What? What the fuck?
Set up.
Hang on. Did I do that?
You know what? No more bacon slider for you.
Okay, that was weird. Must be a Spina de Ursula thing. Well, yeah, I guess I've been exposed. I'm using a TV, not a monitor. Oh.
Oh! Oh! You telling me you've been lying to me this whole time?
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
What the hell?
Even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
They make big ass macaroons. Oh
I
my!
never had that, but it looks nasty.
I've had them. They were alright. The only reason why I had them because like they were always in Miraculous, and I was like, let me try something. I missed the Hollow actually, so I played it myself. I mean, I'm gonna play it again. But how did you enjoy it though?
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around,
You still like
Paimon thought you'd have them do more
Yeah.
during the baking process.
That was so fucking hilarious.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
There's no way macaroons are
And
only
I was
nah.
giving encouraging smiles.
Oh, macarons take longer to make.
I swear it has to involve like flour at some point. Hang on, hey Google. What are the ingredients in macaroons?
Macarons, the delicate meringue-based cookies, are made with egg whites, granulated sugar, powdered sugar, and almond flour. They are often filled with ganache, buttercream, or jam.
Okay, so the almonds were the flour. Damn.
Wait, is the outside hardened or is it soft?
It's like a soft cookie.
Oh, like I said, I never had it, so.
I beat the spoiler boss and got the spoiler ability. It would definitely be spoilers. I didn't get anywhere in my playthrough.
No, spoilers is the weapon.
Like it took me forever to get out of the starting area, and then when I got out of the starting area, I didn't get that much further. with 3 hours of gameplay, I got to where I should have been in like 40 minutes. But that's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Damn.
Well, I don't think it's
Maybe I could
carved
try to
in
make some
stone
macarons
anywhere
on the
that
channel.
fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
I still gotta make biscuits. Like I literally said in my last cooking video that I was gonna make biscuits.
He's gonna make some biscuits. He's a fairy. He's a fairy.
You'll help me next time to don't do it at your bedtime. See, that's the thing. Like, if people like all over the world have been asking me to play different games, but like, I'm in Eastern time. Like people that ask me to play games. They live in like Germany and whatnot. I just, it's hard to accommodate. But I'll see what I can do.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try.
Like Orzook
Fresh
is
out
like
of the
Jamaican.
oven. There's 3 for each of
It's
us.
just a lot of people all over the world.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head.
Here's a better thing to do.
You wouldn't
Just
be able
don't
to think
die.
clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served
How dare
as
you.
well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Just do the average middle day. Well, funny enough, usually in the average middle day I'm at work.
I say, like, what does that mean?
Which hopefully that'll change soon. Like I am working on getting a different, schedule. But thank you. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twin, we're left with two other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Hey,
everything
I'm saying, everything I've already said.
The real trouble is,
you pinning it down.
There's no evidence that this third person even exists. I'm not sure there was a third person. I don't think she was kidnapped.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
No.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Now, some macarons and tea would slap right now.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Wait.
Okay, so like, what, did 2 just disappear or something?
That's what I'm saying,
like she is very adamant about her not eating 5.
Yeah, because if Paimon is saying that, then there's something.
It's fine. Everyone knows how much you like eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
Yeah, I prefer some
And I
stove.
have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
This exchange is a little weird. Something that I did.
Yes,
Wow,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
this
something's
really
not right.
is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys,
That whole
I
thing was
suggest the
weird.
2 of you think the case over again.
Like I want to say we might be
Awkward if you
overthinking
got
it, but
all
like at the same
tongue-tied on
time,
stage during the trial.
why did that conversation happen?
Yeah, it just didn't make sense to me.
It was
sorry, I
nothing.
can't
A
agree
small
with that.
task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
I'm not about to go off and say like an invisible guy. Like I'm not doing that.
Put our heads together. We've
But that
got to
don't make
get our
sense.
notes ready for the trial.
I mean,
Oh,
I
it's
can't say that
probably
either
gonna be a
because-
long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about it. Here, take Paimon's
Oh,
notes.
shit.
They should help you review the situation.
It's got another achievement? What? So 8 to 10 following day. I'm just used to seeing more red.
You might need to go to the hospital for that one.
I mean, because like you've been to like the orchestra house downtown, right?
Yeah. Oh.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Like maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I could have sworn like the walls and everything in orchestra houses are red. This one just seems kind of basic. Especially for a game that has such beautiful places. No, I was a child. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Here comes the boom.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Y'all don't really want it.
Best of luck to you.
Boom, yeah, here comes the boom, yeah, here comes the boom. It's gonna sound like boom when I'm coming, like boom when I'm coming, like boom when I'm coming.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Power Rangers, and they said we got some new terrorizing smell. Grip your team and let's fucking go. This is a tweet from them.
You know, I just thought about something.
What?
There might be Power Ranger weapon mythics.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what they're saying.
That's gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh God, that's gonna be horrible.
Yep, it's gonna be summoned by the Power Rangers, so they're gonna have Power Ranger themed something. There's no way they're not.
I guarantee it's gonna be mythics. Oh my God. Oh God. Because
and we gotta win.
Like every weapon in Power Rangers is overpowered as fuck. So it's. Woo.
Like I'm gonna let you know now, we have to win.
If they involve swords, I might just. How we gonna fight a Zord, bro?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed.
Oh my
Don't
God.
tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Shut up.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and...
I'm still missing hella stuff. What do you mean? Like what?
Wait, huh?
What?
Wait, what? No.
Wait a minute.
They trying to screw you over.
I'm not. Maybe this will be found out during the trial. But like, what? Nah.
Results of the incident. Could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Ooh.
There is no way you could have been in the
Can't
box
stand
the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all?
No, punch her
Nothing
left eye,
that might leave an
That's it.
impression of
You'll be
any
over.
kind?
Uh-oh, she's talking about the thud.
Nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud.
Why would he not hear the thud?
One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, like how could he not know about the sound? What?
What? Wait a minute. No.
Hold on. Let's look over our stuff.
Okay.
Let's look over our stuff. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, his identity, her identity. Strange sound.
Bro, you really Ace Attorney in this.
All right, so like, the magic box at the center of the audience stand has 2 layers, and beneath it is an interesting. So maybe, because he at some point he was underground. So what if the thud? Well, no, because I think the thud was underground.
What if they making fun of Ace, and he's actually the? I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh no!
Look at those scales. Could those be?
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Why would he not?
Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Shut up! Come on.
Hey.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
They're for 2. You know.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
You niggas are
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Wait,
Indeed.
hold up. Now I'm
Then
getting
perhaps
something though.
you could tell us everything that happened during that
Why am I getting
minute.
interested? Oh wait.
Your first
Are we playing
priority is
Genshin
to
Impact?
prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose.
What the hell?
This was almost too easy.
Why is she?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
That was weird.
Lenny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Lenny and Lennon for two.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
When do I start making a counter-argument? Because there's no doubt the magician's ability to con others. Given how Lenny has concealed his identity, this could have all been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
Objection! I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
Hold on.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor? Like,
granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my
uppity.
dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vitui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me.
I'll be right back.
I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Vader.
Well, you both say that, but...
Will he be right back? That answers that. Alright, explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Okay.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why did you want us to understand how the Oratrice works?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
So the reason why he didn't hear the thud, like, you know that thing that was like the lever that was like, you know, guilty or innocent? He wanted to know why that thing operates by itself and why it has a conscience. So that the countdown was really just a distraction, because he said it would take the audience 75 seconds to actually count down like to from 60, but all he needed was 15 seconds to actually see what he wanted to see. So when he went somewhere else to see how the thing operates, he heard somebody calling for him, like trying to talk to him, and he was just like, nah. So he ran back, and when he ran back, he saw the like broken vase and the clothes, but the countdown was almost over. So he was like, you know what, I don't have time to think about this, I'm just gonna go and finish my trick.
But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui,
So yeah, he didn't hear the thud because he really was not there.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I would defend you from these charges. Wait, I can choose to be against him? Jesus.
Damn.
I really don't think he did anything.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
But the question is, did he do it?
Wait a minute. For a second, it seemed like he was like significantly taller than her. I have to check that.
I mean, your character is 7 foot tall.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
I'm playing Danganronpa. That's what this is.
He literally is.
Oh shit. Okay, bet.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
You literally is playing Danganronpa.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed. So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Objection!
And there you have it. That's the
truth
behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
No, that's wrong.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linney experienced, and what he saw.
Hey, look at that, he spoke.
Right.
That's, I mean, yeah, like he, hold on. Don't have to start there.
According to Linney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
He sounds like the character in Danganronpa too, now I'm thinking about it.
That's the guy from Demon Slayer. Tanjiro. Damn, I mean, I got that first one, but like... He saw the vase. Wait a minute. Yes.
Linney did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath. Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's
I actually can't believe
core.
I'm getting this.
This is the actual truth.
Attention! Ace Detective
No way, I actually-
has something to say! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
First try.
Nah, that balanced it.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Brother wasn't even
That's
there.
right!
Moreover, I believe the opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Kyle bumped into Linny by chance?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
If you're doing things
Well,
in secret, why
your
is you...
denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Linny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Exactly. Ooh, your claim has now become my weapon. Wait.
Oh, damn.
Wait.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little aggressive. Hold on. Your claim has now become a critical clue.
Yeah, welcome to the crew.
Oop, shit. Okay. So I can only pick one of these three things. Hold up. Shit. Maybe I...
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? Paimon thinks there's something off here.
Damn it.
Are you sure we don't
Damn.
need to give this more thought?
Are you fumbling?
That's right! Linny
I did so well in the
wasn't
first
in the
part.
box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof. out of you like that?
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic.
Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was. I guess I should read. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, the only members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Lenny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using the box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via the tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use the tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lenny and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. Am I even really picking anything? Look. The clothes belonging to Hazley, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
No.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Damn. I'm really okay. Fine. Well, it's not him. Like it's this.
Could there have been a third person involved?
Isn't he deceased?
What?
What? Huh?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Wait a minute. So, but he's dead.
Dead.
But. Well, now I'm lost. I was.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Please.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
What the hell?
Well, this is confusing.
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Oh shit! Hold on, I am getting cooked. Wait a minute. Ugh. Okay, hold up.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
Yes.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yes.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. No one entered or left the opera house. The deceased's name is Cowell. The sound we heard may have come from a clap.
Damn it.
So you got that one right, but...
Okay, so like at this one I can't... Oh, wait.
Was in the tunnel.
Is it the order? I'm confused.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
I tried to deselect. What's happening?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash, but... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. No one entered or left the opera. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Hold up. What?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must... Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
Okay, so that one, yeah.
No one entered or left the opera. The sound we heard may have come from a clash, but it would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely... No one entered or left the opera house through its end. It would have been tough for both... No one entered or left...
I am so confused.
No one entered or left the... It would have been tough for both people.
What? So what, did I just lose? Wait a minute. The criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick. It must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cal had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could have likely come from the sound of Cal and Hazley struggling. Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. That would have given time for Cal to bring Hazley out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house. So if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience. Pretty much guaranteed that they would have been discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Yeah, where did she go? Like this.
I see how it is.
I thought I had something,
This was
but
all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it.
I think I was just misunderstanding how
You're
that part of the
still
game
far
worked.
from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Halsey, I'm saying.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second. Objection!
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
That was his objection. Hold up a
The
second.
deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Ah, shit.
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
So it's not that, but...
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, shit.
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
People in this world teleport. There's all types of magic. What do you mean? I have requested to be examined Cal's personal effects. You might find something there.
I like how they throw the real life trope. They don't make any sense.
Yeah, like this is a world with magic involving elements. One of those being water. People use water moves all the time. Like what?
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment.
There's magic in this world.
What the fuck?
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
So, like,
nevertheless, I
we
believe
about
that
to
this
find
is
a
a
hydrovision
reasonable
on this
request on
man?
the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. What the fuck is that? It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Oh my god.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Yes, think of the world you live in.
This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people
can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Chavez, you still there? Ah, he's not. Oh my god. This...
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues.
So, like, when he said, "What about your partners?" Right? Well, you know that Carlo guy on like TikTok and Reels and whatnot.
Oh, what about him?
You know when he does that fancy voice, like, "Do you mean you don't have any grapes for your scissors?" Scissors for you. Like, that's what he sounded like when he said, "What about your partners?" You expect me to pick these grapes with my hands?
Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Okay, we're getting more clues. Shit.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. The deceased's name is Cowell. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire...
Damn.
Now it seems like the hook... The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the... Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant... The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box on stage. The water from the primordial sea... I remember there was something else with...
Okay, we close.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. The rope that held the water tank up was lit by... The deceased's name is Cowell.
I need the rope.
The deceased's name is Cowell. The rope that held the water tank up... The deceased's name is Cowell.
Damn, what? Wait a minute. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm supposed to be answering the questions on the top of the screen.
The deceased's name is Cowell. Lynette was in the magic box on stage The deceased's name is Cowell. Now it seems like the hook rope was...
Oh my god, I wish I realized that earlier. I did not look at the top of the screen. That's embarrassing. It was literally asking me a question I had to answer.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan,
I wish I could do this
Cowell
over.
would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target.
Wait,
when
what happened? I
the
just
magic
came back.
box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually
So, you know how I
and
kept...
pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
You know how I kept, like, picking the wrong things?
Right.
I didn't see on the top of the screen it was asking me a question, and all those things were answers to the questions. So when it was like, who was the main suspect, and I was just picking random shit, I didn't see that it was asking a question on the top.
Oh, that would have saved a lot of headache.
Like, I would have gotten through this so easy if I had seen that.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
They're too damn foolish.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
It was I.
Thank you, Your
asshole.
Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Alright, run them hands.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Wait.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Oh, thank God.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rosula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila!
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
Oh.
What? Why? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Lily's show was going to be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there, and I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Look, that was the biggest no shit right there.
If they're practice-handed concealment, probably. A professional thief can make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Now it's time to...
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
That was the biggest no shit.
Okay.
I'm over here thinking like the killer probably did it. He just foiled his own plan. Like the dude who died. That's what I meant to say. Plus, said in the beginning, like, what if she was the killer?
I am just absolutely befuddled. Damn.
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal.
At least you get to try everything without having any repercussions, so.
Okay, hang on, what? See, shouldn't it be given like what she said though? Like nothing she said is here now.
Right.
Yeah, I'm actually confused now. Like I'm about to just. Yep.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Cowell. Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left,
Yeah,
so
get
she
it now.
changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having
really
been
shouting out
selected
Ace.
out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
Yo, you
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended. that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
I did that.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Wait a minute.
Chatting over macarons.
How does somebody sneak up to the table that you're eating at
Right.
and take? No, I'm sorry. That's stupid.
That's like why I was like, hold on, like how can you not see them?
Like that's why I was thinking we were overthinking that, and like cause ain't no way somebody could just sneak up to a table and no, like if it was like a busy open space, maybe I'd understand somebody being able to do that. But if you're supposed to be the only ones there, you're gonna notice somebody coming up to your table and taking something off of it.
Yeah, she ain't that damn good of a thief.
Like I really wanted to think that maybe we were just overthinking that, and Paimon probably did just eat 2 extras.
Right.
But I'm sorry.
That whole conversation was weird to me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like saying this, like she came up and no, that's stupid. I can't excuse that. No.
So that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
This
Now
ending
then,
actually pissed
Lady
me off. I
Farina,
was so intrigued.
Do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
This was a no shit right here.
Please
bro.
answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She was about to leave.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow. Look at that.
Oh, bitch.
She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Like, she killed a kidnapper. I mean, let her go.
That is true.
Really, he killed himself.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
I'm curious. All right, this trilogy, this collection.
Well, the trilogy.
This is 2 trilogies. What? Oh, that's not Phoenix, right? Okay,
Yeah,
I see now.
Yeah. I say play the one with Phoenix, right?
All right, let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
Here she go.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
He turned into water.
It's magic, y'all.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Gotta mop him up, cuz.
So, we're just going back now?
I mean, the problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
What do you want from Fatui, scum?
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
No, I am your father.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too.
Listen, goddamn.
As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains. So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
It's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Lenny.
I understand. Goodbye.
Bye, Lenny.
That was sad. Especially getting taken advantage of.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
No, Nick.
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
No.
Well, I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Lenny. I wasn't necessarily looking into the serial disappearances cases.
Besides,
Blah.
are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's
This
new
is gonna be a
evidence
side
from the
quest.
trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so. Let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a side quest.
Actually, I think it's just part of the main quest.
Will help with investigations?
Yep. But alas, we're not going to continue, you know. One Archon quest at a time.
Yeah.
So that being said, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this just as much as I did. I'm going to be salty for a while about the fact that I actually could have easily answered those questions. I was just not looking at the fact that the questions were on the top of the screen. But, yeah, I think
I'm sorry, Traveler, did I fucking bore you?
They always say something. Like, he gets smart if he just sits here for a while. But, yeah, like, you know, it's been great. And, of course, I'm going to have to do this next Wednesday. I might, I don't know. Next week's going to be weird for me. But, did everything just change color?
What the hell it did? Right before your very eyes.
Well, 3 links in the description down below you should check out. My brother's channel, of course, go check him out, show him some love. There's the Discord running, little community we're building, got something you can join, you can talk to us, you can suggest games. Makes him a part of the stream, part of the channel, part of the fun, part of everything we do. It's just involvement and engagement, you know? And then there's the coffee link. It's something you can use to send donations if you want to, support the channel in that way. It's completely your choice. Now, with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many other awesome adventures coming soon. I will see you in the next one. Good night, but not goodbye.